Hello and welcome to Financial Intelligence. In this video, I want to talk about NFTs. NFTs have been all over financial and social media recently and are confusing to many people. NFT stands for Non-Fungible Token. Well, that's a very non-descriptive way of defining a very simple concept. The idea of an NFT isn't as complicated as the name makes it sound, so let's break it down. If you like the type of content that I provide, subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up, and also hit the notification bell so that you won't miss any of my future videos. So what are NFTs? In a nutshell, NFTs can be considered modern-day collectibles. They are bought and sold online and they represent a digital proof of ownership of a given item, such as a piece of autograph or digital art. NFTs are securely recorded on a blockchain, the same technology behind cryptocurrencies, which ensures that the asset is one of a kind. The blockchain technology can also make it difficult to alter or counterfeit NFTs. For example, Tom Brady, the 7-time Super Bowl champion, has launched an NFT platform called Autograph. It'll bring together some of the biggest names in sports, entertainment, fashion, and pop culture to work with creators to develop unique digital collectibles. Since its launch in April of 2021, Autograph has sold more than 100,000 of these digital collectibles. The digital assets can then be sold on a secondary market for thousands or sometimes millions of dollars. A signed Brady NFT is currently on the market for $4 million. NFTs leverage the blockchain technology. An NFT represents a digital proof of ownership of a given item. When you are buying a digital proof of ownership, you want to make sure that it cannot be tampered with or duplicated. But how are these digital proofs generated? This is where the blockchain technology comes into play. NFTs are created using the blockchain technology. Blockchain is a system of recording digital information in a way that makes it difficult or impossible to change, hack, or cheat the system. A blockchain is essentially a digital ledger of transactions that is duplicated and distributed across the entire network of computer systems. Each time an NFT trades hands, the blockchain automatically records the change of ownership and verifies that it is the original. The blockchain technology allows to create a modern, decentralized system of bookkeeping. The ownership documents are all stamped digitally so that it's not possible to backdate them or tamper with them. For the secure transfer of items like money, property, contracts, and etc. without requiring a third-party intermediary like a bank or government. Once data is recorded inside a blockchain, it is very difficult to change it. How do NFTs differ from cryptos? Essentially, where cryptocurrencies were the first innovation to come out of the blockchain technology, NFTs are the second. Let's talk about cryptocurrencies first. I think comparing the two, cryptocurrencies and NFTs, makes it easier to understand what NFTs are. Put simply, the blockchain technology allows you to create a single piece of code or an identifier like a long password that is completely unique and cannot be replicated. For example, there are roughly 19 million bitcoins out there that each have a unique identifier that can never be replicated. In other words, all bitcoins are identical as a store of value, although each of their identifiers is unique. Since each bitcoin has the same value, it is considered fungible for other bitcoins. Fungible in this case means mutually interchangeable. In other words, it can be replaced with another identical item. This is where NFTs differ from cryptocurrencies. An NFT relies on a similar concept. The proof of ownership is created with a unique identifier and is then attached to something one of a kind. However, in the case of NFTs, these tokens or identifiers are non-fungible, which means that there is only one unique identifier with those properties. Owning an NFT is very similar to owning a baseball card. You own a unique piece of cardboard with a picture and text printed on it. That piece of cardboard is limited in the sense that only so many cards of certain baseball players exist. That cardboard is valuable because people believe that card has value because it is unique and limited in nature. NFTs are the digital versions of baseball cards. In this case, instead of a piece of cardboard, the owner receives a piece of code/token that represents the ownership of a real-world item like a piece of art or video clip or music and more. It is one-of-a-kind digital asset that is limited in how many are produced. Note that the item itself can be digitally replicated and downloaded, but the NFT representing the original ownership of the item cannot be duplicated. I hope that you liked this video. If you have any recommendations or suggestions, add them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel, and also hit the notification bell so that you won't miss any of my future videos. Thank you and take care.